Wales's share of the volume of equity deals in the UK is at 3% and relatively close to its share of the UK's economy, says research unit Economic Intelligence Wales in its latest report about equity clusters. The report states that although Cardiff is an emerging equity cluster, more needs to be done to develop the demand for equity across Wales and in more sectors. For more about the report's findings, we spoke to Max Munday of Cardiff Business School.
I think when we talk about an equity cluster, basically we're talking about a situation where we have suppliers of equity. These could be private individuals or maybe other institutions, well connected with those businesses that are demanding equity. And obviously with equity in a business being very important, clearly equity for example, for a small business will require sharing ownership with an external organisation. But very often, equity is so important because equity can help a business to grow, maybe help it to innovate and help it to prosper. So if we've got a strong supply and a strong demand side in a tight geographical area, this can bring real economic growth dividends. It can help an economy grow. It can even help an economy to become more innovative. So the recently concluded EIW report on equity cluster development in Wales, identified several important issues. While there was evidence of an emerging equity cluster in the Cardiff area, there were still questions about the strength of the demand side for equity in the area and in the wider Welsh economy. And I think there's a challenge there really for particularly smaller Welsh businesses to see the opportunities that equity presents over other forms of finance and to better understand the sources of finance. At the same time, while we identified some weaknesses on the demand side, I think the report also identified challenges on the supply side for equity finance. So whether that be, for example, business angels, perhaps the need for a stronger business angel presence in Wales, better linked to some of those SMEs, and perhaps also a challenge for business angels to look outside some of the traditional sectors that they've invested in, perhaps ICT and finance sectors, and to look at other sectors which are short of equity, and to look at areas just out with the Cardiff and South East Wales economy. Many equity deals are done in the Cardiff capital region, if you like, South East Wales, but there is demands for equity throughout the Welsh economy. So there are challenges from the supply side to identify companies who could really benefit from having equity.